But you guys, welcome. We're going to start. So we're not keeping you here all night. We're going to start with this. Hopefully I'm going to go to speaker view so it'll record, right? We are recording this. So if you are here watching or and you want to watch it again later, it will be available to you to do so. But what we don't want to do is keep you here all night. And what we do want to do is just kind of give you all the information you need to know all about this incredible company called Zyia Active, and if it's something that you want to partner with. So my name is Sarah Anderson, and I have been with the company since day one, honestly. A little backstory on me, and if you've been in one of these calls before, you know this story, is I am a stay-at-home mom of 4. I dealt with severe social anxiety and depression at a time in my life. My life was kind of just spiraling, and then I saw this incredible, like this post from somebody about an activewear line that was coming in the network marketing channel. I thought network marketing's not for me. I'm not going to do that. And then I saw who was behind it, and her name was Erin Bradley. I actually ended up going to high school with Erin Bradley, and I loved her then. And I kept thinking, if Erin Bradley's behind this, it's something I want to get behind. And it ended up being that I, went back and forth, and I finally decided to sign up 2 hours after, even though I knew about it for 2 weeks, decided to sign up 2 hours after they launched, because I knew that I lived in activewear, and everybody I knew everyone I knew lived in activewear. We live in the US and Canada. Everyone we know is in activewear in some form or another. So I decided to jump in knowing nothing and just decided to give it my best shot. And so it's been an incredible ride. We now just hit about 10,000 members of our team. So if you are on this call, it is because somebody on our downline invited you, and we are excited to talk to you guys about what Zyia Active is, our products, what it looks like to sell, so that you can leave this call with complete confidence in if this is something for you. And if you have more questions, you can ask the person that added you. So we're going to kind of go over the frequently asked questions, and I have a couple girls on here with me. They have been with me pretty much since the beginning, and we're working through figuring this all out. They have been people that have helped me build this team to what it is and offer the different resources that we have. So know that when you do, or if you do join, you are joining an incredible group of women. We also have men that are here to support you with a ton of resources and a lot of experience going back for a few years. So anyway, I do have notes. If you have questions, you can post them in the chat. We have a ton of reps on here that are happy to answer them. But I'm just going to kick it off, and then I'll send it over to Elisa and Brittany, and then we'll come back to me. We'll kind of talk about a couple different things and go from there. But if you have questions, put them in the chat, and they can get answered as we go. I'm just covering up the chat so I can make sure and stay on task, because I always get off task. Okay, so first of all, what the heck is Zyia Active? Zyia was started by 2 moms who saw a gap in the activewear industry. So what they set out to create was, number one, an activewear line that didn't have a target audience, meaning they wanted to create something that fit a size 0 and also a size 20, and we're hoping to expand here in the near future as well, like just a broad range of sizes that anybody felt comfortable in their clothes. Number 2, they wanted to create something that was super high quality, that could compete with some of the premier activewear lines already out there in the industry. Super high quality, high functioning, high performing, that had a wide range of price tags, but that they didn't break the bank, that most people could afford something if they were going to come to your event, or they wanted to be able to offer a wide range of price ranges as well. So the other thing that they wanted to do is they wanted to put their activewear line, while they could have put it in any boutique, any store, they actually wanted to put it in the direct sales channel, making it available for anyone to sell it. And so that is what we have here. A few things that you guys may not know about Zyia is we are actually the first activewear line in the direct sales channel, and everybody said that it couldn't happen, like that it wouldn't work because we didn't have a disposable product, right? A consumable product, I mean. So it meant people aren't running out of lotions or vitamins or whatever it is that they run out of, and then they come back and buy more. What they soon found is whoever was saying that we were wrong and that it wasn't going to work soon found that they were in fact wrong, and that we created such an incredible product that not only are people coming back, but they are coming back weekly to purchase new stuff, even though they have, if you're like me, an entire dresser full of leggings and tanks, and you probably don't need any more. And then we release new stuff on Wednesday and you realize you actually do need more. So our products are that incredible that we have people coming back, even though they have a ton at home. The other thing that you should know is we were started by a girl named Erin Bradley, like I said, and the co-founder is Brenda Bradley. They're married to brothers. And it is those four, I mean, we have a huge team now, but it is those four who started this company. We are run by a faith-based family. And I can tell you whether you started back when I started and I was picking stuff up in Erin's living room, or now when we have massive warehouses, which we'll talk about here in a second, you feel like a family. And this isn't just a big corporation that's like, hey, sell these. Like, you have people that are listening to you. We're not just men in a boardroom. They actually care about you and your business. And you will see that. There is a huge difference here at the Zyia Active family because of who we are started by. I love too that they built us on 4 different pillars. We are light, activity, community, and uplift. I think those 4 pillars ring true in our entire corporation, in our entire company. And what's so great is that is what you get to shine forth as when you start your own business, is picking one of those or emulating all of them, which I think the world needs right now more than ever. And I think so often a lot of people realize that we are so much more than leggings. Like, we really are a community that is around to uplift and, you know, bring light to those around us. Like I said, what an incredible thing to be a part of, especially right now in the world that's so crazy. But not only that, Erin is not just a pretty face, and she didn't just create a company full of leggings. Erin won, and Zyia Active won a bunch of awards, actually, this in 2020. This year, or in 2020, she received the Entrepreneur of the Year here in Utah. And then she not only won here in Utah, but she was one of 10 that won nationally. So if you want to know something, here in Utah, we have only had 3 people even get nominated nationally, and nobody has really ever won. She is one of the first. So that's kind of amazing. And what's so cool is it kind of dates back. It's not just about the leggings, and it's not just about the growth, but the impact this company is making across the nation and into Canada. The other thing is we have partnered with the Utah Jazz Dancers. So they are actually called the Zyia Active Utah Jazz Dancers, which is kind of amazing, kind of a testament to our clothes and the quality that we have such a big name kind of backing that as well. So though we are the first in the direct sales channel, our goal is to compete in the top premier, or with the top premier activewear lines, just like they set out to at first. We are not just, we want to compete inside the channel and outside the channel. Currently, we are one of the top growing activewear lines in the country. And I bet you can imagine, I mean, as we've kind of gone through all the craziness of 2020, you look around and what is everybody do? What are they wearing, right? They're working from home, or they're wearing comfy clothes to work, whether they're joggers or any of that, which we'll kind of get into. But the business has incredibly boomed here in 2020 because we have countries and a world that are currently wearing it and obsessed with it. And then also, just kind of a side thing, which is a huge side thing, is the activewear channel is expected to be worth $547 billion in 2024. Under the fashion industry, obviously the fashion industry is growing, but under the fashion industry is the activewear channel, is the activewear industry, and that is just exploding while everything moves from in stores moving to e-commerce, and everyone is, closing up their shops. They're working online now, which is what we do as reps. And then we also have the activewear channel, which is exploding. So kind of everything's lining up and with here at Zyia for growth, even moving into 2021, even though we saw so much growth in 2020. So I'm going to just pass this over to Elisa Entz. She is one of our top leaders here in our team, but also in the company. And she's going to kind of talk a little bit about her story and the products. So I'll just have you unmute yourself, Elisa.
Okay, hello. Okay, so I'm actually talking about the business side. If you want the products to go first, do you want Brittany to go, or do you want me to just?
That's my bad. Britt, you can go first.
Okay.
Either way. Sorry,
All
Britt.
right. No,
My
that's
bad.
totally fine. Totally fine. My name is Brittany. For those that don't know me, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me. So I am a wife. I am a mom of 4. And when I found Zyia, I'm a nurse as well. So I was working as a nurse and I was training for a marathon at the time. And I happened to see a picture on Instagram. I did not know Sarah. I just saw a picture of a cute pair of leggings I wanted. And we were able to connect and she got me the leggings. And I remember taking my first run in them. It was an 8-mile run and I came back and I was like legit impressed. Now, I came from another premium line that I paid double for. And I paid that because when I was running, I would have like little pick marks on my legs as I was like tugging my leggings up while I ran. And so I'd have these little marks all over. So that's when I found this other brand and it was great and it worked fine. And then I found Zyia and it worked just as good, if not better, for half the price. So at that point, I was pretty much sold and I was all in. So I had never done anything with direct sales. I didn't have any experience with direct sales. Like I said, I was a nurse and I think my baby at that point was 6 months old and my oldest was 6. So I was pretty busy. I was also homeschooling and teaching as an instructor. So I had a lot going on. So when people come to me and they're like, I don't know if I have time, I'm like, I promise you can find it. Like there are pockets of time. If you start to notice, just consciously looking at your day, you'll find pockets. Now, to this day, 3.5, almost 4 years later, and I know I speak for most of the other leaders, we work 10 to 15 hours a week. We are not working 80 hours a week. This is not, you might have a week or two where you're working a lot more. Generally speaking though, I completely built my business on 10 to 15 hours a week. I did it at 5 a.m. I did it after kids went to bed. You know, like maybe while they were eating lunch, I'd come over and work just a little bit. But I was able to retire myself from nursing in about 1.5 years in. And that was huge. And obviously right now, I know my mom is charge nurse on the COVID floor. So I get to hear all the firsthand news of what it's like in there. And I've really never been so thankful that I've been able to step out of that space. I love nursing. Nursing will always have my heart. But I'm just really grateful that I had a plan B that really worked. And I can't even say it was a plan B because it wasn't. Like it wasn't even in the cards, but it was something that like Sarah was saying, I wore it all the time. So why not? So like me, most of our reps were customers first. They were happy customers. And I know I always encourage people if they're looking at Zyia, I'm like, hey, have you bought anything? Like just try a pair of light and tights. So the light and tights are what got me in and still to this day are hands down the best leggings ever. And so I just had 2 reps or 2 people that were interested. I'm like, have you tried our light and tights? Try them. And I mean, both of them, the day they got them in the mail, were like, okay, I'm in. Like, I want to be part of this. It's so good. But we're not just leggings. We actually have like this sweater. This is Zyia. We have everyday fashion, which is awesome. We also have men's and children. So really our audience, like Sarah was saying, is like, we have a really broad audience. We're not just focused on one person, you know, like one specific type of woman who's at the gym or anything like that. We have a myriad of items that cover, I mean, yoga, hiking, like you name it, we've got it. Like that's kind of where we're at. And that's who I am. I actually am all over the place in being active. That's my favorite thing about Zyia is so often I will work out in the morning. Like right now, I love my Peloton. So I'll be working out in the morning and I homeschool. So I've got 3 kids I'm homeschooling. And then by 4 o'clock, I'm still in my workout clothes and I have completely forgotten, but I'm comfortable. I look a little bit put together. And so that's truly what makes up my days. And I know that seems so silly, and I mean, sometimes when I'm thinking like, oh, I have to look cute, like it's not even about that. It's about me being comfortable and feeling a little bit more put together. I know when I feel put together, my days tend to go a little bit smoother. So that's one thing I absolutely love about the company is that we've got it all in a space that you can look and feel comfortable and honestly forget you're wearing it. Like we're not pulling up our leggings 50 times a day. Like that is so important to me. I never want to even notice my leggings for the rest of the day. So we obviously get new stuff all the time. So every Wednesday, in case you didn't know, every Wednesday is new release Wednesday. And so we occasionally will have, like this week, we have actually had 2 launches where we had a bonus launch on Monday, but every Wednesday we get new products and it's not just one thing either. We usually get multiple things. So, and it seems like they always try to give us some men's, you know, kids here and there. And then obviously women's are like continuously coming through. But like Sarah was talking about, we don't have that consumable product. It's not a problem though. I would say 90% of my customers are return customers, like, which speaks volumes to our quality. Cause that's really important to me is that we have good quality. I would rather have 3 pair of good leggings than 12 pairs of, $15 leggings that I'm throwing away after 6 months because they're just nasty and they don't stay put. So that to me is huge. So we may not have the consumable, but I am telling you now, very rarely do you get a customer just purchasing one time. And I like that. I like that connection with the customer that we continuously get to have and grow. So like Sarah also talked about, we started in a living room. That's where Zyia started. Sarah went and picked up stuff from their living room at the very beginning. I live in a different state, so I never experienced that. But now we currently have a 90,000 square foot warehouse in Utah. And if I remember correctly, I think they said we even had to rent out next door. So once our 90,000 square foot space was finished, we already outgrew it, which is a great problem, but they realized, okay, we need more space. So we actually are renting out another one next door. In Canada, our warehouse was just expanded as well. I don't know the square footage on that, but we did have to expand, and Canada is exploding. It's really fun to watch. It's a really exciting time in Canada because I remember what that felt like, at the very beginning when you were just getting going. Really great time in Canada as well. And then the last piece, sorry, I'm looking at my notes now to make sure I'm not missing anything. Really just like when I was talking about my love for the light and tights, we have, obviously like many different leggings, but I really think that those are what set us apart as a company. And I have never had, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I have had thousands of customers. I have yet to have a customer that did not love the light and tights. So we have these staple pieces that stay in stock all the time. One thing though that does occur is things will go out of stock. And so that's dependent on, I think they just kind of look at what's selling. If something sells out super quick, they're like, hey, let's get a new batch in, because obviously our customers love that. So we don't have the same stuff all the time. When we first started, we had just the same things. We didn't have new stuff every Wednesday, and we still managed to build businesses on that. So as you're looking forward and thinking, if the consumable piece is really like something that you're worried about, I'm here to tell you, like, don't be worried about it. With all the new stuff coming every single Wednesday, it really is not like, it's not an issue at all. And we continuously have stuff coming in, but we will always have specific staple pieces. So don't be thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm constantly going to have to be buying new stuff. No, that is not the case. You'll want to, I will say that, like, you'll always want to be buying the new stuff. It's hard not to, but we do have that, like, it's almost just, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, your customers are like, okay, what's dropping today? Like, they know Wednesdays at 11 Mountain Standard Time, like, is the Zyia drop. So it's a really fun piece. And the product is, I mean, it's truly like amazing. And we definitely, like, I would say we compete with those premium brands, but yeah, that's always our goal, is to like get a little bit better and a little bit better. And they're awesome at listening to us as well as reps. And by them, like corporate and head office. So if we have, like, we send ideas in, they listen to us. We've seen, I know Sarah's designed something that they've like put into production. So it's kind of fun to be a part of that process as well. When as a rep, we're saying, hey, we'd love to see this. And then, 6 months later, like, there it is. So that's a little bit about myself and the products. So I'll turn it over to Elisa to talk about the business now.
All right. Hi, you guys. I am Elisa, and I've been with the company pretty much since the beginning, almost coming up on 4 years now, which is so crazy to me. And it's been so fun to kind of watch the company grow. And so this whole like business side of the company is super intriguing to me, because this is not something that I ever thought in a million years that I would do. This is outside my comfort zone, 100%. I'm a total introvert. I'm not a salesperson. I don't like to be pushy. So the fact that I'm in this is like mind blowing to a lot of people who know me, because it's just something that is so not me. But what has been fun is I've been able to work this business in a way that works for me. This business is all about just wearing and sharing. You don't have to be a pushy salesperson to do a business like this. And so it's been something that's been super fun. Back when I first started Zyia, I had just had my 4th baby, and she was 9 months old at the time. And I just remember kind of being in that rut in my life where I was just like, I don't really know who I am anymore outside of being a mom. And I just kind of like felt lost. So I was really seeking out something that could be just for me, something that I could maybe set some goals at, something I could push myself on. But like I said, like the business side was kind of scary to me because it wasn't something I was sure I could do. But when you're a rep, you actually get a lifetime discount on every single order you place. And so I was like, if all else fails, at least I'll get a discount on activewear, which is what we all wear every single day. So to me, it was kind of like a no brainer because and it was going to be something that if I was going to get behind a company, this would be the one because I love activewear and I felt like it would come off natural for me selling it because it was something that I lived in like every single day. Another thing that was super intriguing to me about this business, and what's amazing about it is you are your own boss. The flexibility of your schedule is up to you. You can work this business as much or as little as you want. You can like work it 15 minutes a day, you can work it an hour a day. But the awesome thing is to be really successful in this business, you don't have to work this business 9 to 5. It can be a few minutes every day or whenever your time allows. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. My kids are from ages 4 to 12. We live a super busy life. They're all involved in activities and sports, and I literally live my life on the go inside my car. And what is so amazing is I can fit this business in when I can and in the little nooks and crannies of my day. So 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, and it's been something that has been so nice. And especially if you are on vacation or holidays, you can take like that time off and really spend that time with your family and then come back and work the business when you're ready. And some people jump in and work this and they really want to start building a team and building a business. And some people are a little bit slower in growing, and that is totally fine. This business can be whatever you want it to be because you are your own boss. Another thing that got me like completely sold is that we do not keep any inventory if you do not want to. It is not a requirement. You don't have to buy a certain amount a month or keep like a stock. You can see kind of some inventory that I have behind me, but it's not required. I just choose to keep a little bit on hand. So when neighbors are like, hey, do you have any leggings or any tanks that I can come try on? I have some, but this is a business that can be strictly worked without any inventory. So it's super exciting. When you sign up to be a rep, you actually get a website that you personalize that all your friends, family, and customers can buy off of. And then the order goes directly to our warehouse. They package it up, ship it out directly to your customers. So hello, game changer. We do not have to spend hours on the ground getting labels ready, shipping things out, making trips to the post office, stuff like that. Like that was something to me that was like, okay, I do not want to waste my time doing that. And so that has been a huge perk is that you don't have to worry about any of that. That's all handled from the company side. So how can we go about promoting our business? How do we sell? So you can sell on the social media platforms. You can do vendor events, boutiques. You can sell out of your house. Some people choose to get together with friends and just kind of host a little party. You can do that, in-home party, online party. So there's several different ways you can sell it. Another really fun way is you can actually sell it to like sports clubs, high school sports teams, stuff like that. You can see if they would be interested in you providing their warm-up gear or whatever. So it's really fun. A lot of people will contact their local sports teams, high school teams, and see if they're interested in that, getting their logo printed on it. So there's so many different ways that you can sell it. And so it doesn't have to be just like this like strict kind of way to sell it. So like I said, it's something that's just like easy to sell and you can do whatever it feels natural to you. As a rep, you make anywhere from 20 to 28% in commissions. And that is what you make off of the sales. And you can also make commissions off of your team if you choose to build one. So if you want to come in, make some life-changing money, sell some product, build a team, and like the money will just start coming in, and it's super exciting to kind of see how big like this can be. Like I know that when I first started, I was like, okay, if I just make a couple $100s and can afford to buy myself some extra clothes, I will call this a huge win. And what has come out of this has been completely mind-blowing and has literally changed my family's life. So it's been such a blessing to me. And something that is super fun is the company is always throwing out different incentives, promotions. And so it's really fun. In fact, right now we have a trip promotion going on right now that the company is has put out. It's a trip to Riviera Maya, which is like down by Cancun, Mexico. And so a lot of reps are super excited and trying to earn that. It just started this month that you can start earning it, and it goes through the end of March. So if you choose to sign up, you can start earning that trip right away. And it's actually even easier for the new rep to earn than for those who have been in it for a long time. And so I know anyone who would be your sponsor would be happy to help teach you how to kind of earn that trip. And so it'd be something that's super fun to earn right off the bat. And the company is always doing kind of little promotions where you can earn like cash or prizes. Like in November and December, they gave away like $80,000 worth of prizes, Pelotons, iPhones, computers, all different sorts of things to kind of help you in your business and just kind of get you kind of just that extra oomph to kind of want to work it. And so it's really, really fun company to be a part of. And our corporate team is just incredible, the nicest people that you'll ever meet. So with that being said, you actually get a 25% discount on all orders that you place in Zyia. So it's not just like a little amount here and there, but it's every single order you get a discount on. So that is like a huge perk in and of itself. And what is something that's awesome that I feel like a lot of other companies don't do is as a rep, you can host your own party. You can earn free and half off clothes for yourself. And so anytime that I get orders that are not inside a party, if I'm on social media platforms and I'm getting orders in, I place an order, I put it through a party, and then I am earning free and half off clothes for myself. And so that is a huge perk as well. And with the starter kit, once you buy the starter kit, there are no other fees that you're going to have to sit here and pay. There's no yearly fees or anything like that. The only thing that we have is the website fee. Because like I said, when you sign up, you get your personal website. Your first 2 months with that website are free. And then any month that you sell $600 or more, it's free for that month. So there's some reps who come in, work the business, and they never have to pay for their website. If you have a down month, or if you're not one that wants to really push the business, then it's just $15 a month for that website. But other than that, there's no monthly minimums or anything like that. And so it's super nice. So that's kind of a little bit about the business side, commissions, all of that fun stuff. So I'm going to turn it back to Sarah. She's going to close us out and tell us some other fun things about Zyia.
Okay, cool. Those two are some of my favorites. They are like, we love to travel together, and that's why we keep like pushing these trips, because Zyia trips are the best. Like so many of the girls on this call, we love traveling together. So let's see, I am gonna hurry and go here. So I actually talked to Zach Bradley. He's Brenda, the co-founder. He's the president of the company. And I wanted to get some stats, some recent stats of where we're at right now. So January is usually one of our slowest months. He said this Monday this week, we had more orders than ever before placed in the first 40 minutes of a launch. We beat that previous record we set on Monday. We beat that yesterday on Wednesday, which is kind of crazy. And yesterday was our second to largest best launch ever. What? I don't even know how to say that. Second best launch ever. Is that the wording? Okay. The other thing that he said is we are up 4 to 5 times right now here, sitting halfway through the month in January 2021, where we were at in January 2020, 4 to 5 times, which they did not really expect, just kind of coming out of 2020 with the growth that we did have. We thought we'd have a little bit more downtime, but really January has been insane. And is that it? If that's an indication of what's coming, it's just kind of like, hold on to your seats. The other thing is, he said a couple other things, and anyway, so that's what he had mentioned, some of the fun growth. I mean, we are consistently having our best launch ever, our best sales day ever. That's not like 6 months ago we had it and we're still going. It's like we are consistently hitting some of our best launch days ever, and we keep doing it over and over again. So that's kind of a look at kind of the excitement in the company right now, specifically this, like the beginning of January as we're looking into 2021. So let's see, let's kind of talk about, I just want to make sure that we covered everything here. So let's talk about what it looks like to join. When you join, like Elisa said, there's no sign up fee. There is just the starter kit fee. What's kind of amazing and what they've done for us is they have made you, the purchase, the money that you put towards that kit, you are getting more than that back in the value of what it, you know, if you were just to go onto the site and purchase it, you are getting a ton in the starter kit. So if you were in the US, the cost of the kit is currently $295. In Canada, it's 395 Canadian. In those kits, you get 5 staple pieces. Those change from time to time. And in fact, I just looked what the stuff that's in the kit right now. This isn't me pushing you. Like, this is stuff that are huge sellers. Sometimes when this stuff goes out of stock, they move in other things, but what's in there right now in both countries are huge sellers. So really, really good kits right now. But you get 5 staple pieces and you don't get to choose what those items are. They rotate in and out, but you do get to pick your size, whatever size that you want. If you're a male, there is a male kit. If you are a woman, there is a female kit, or whatever you want to do there. And then you also, in each kit, you get a gift card. So in the United States, it's $100 gift card. And in Canada, it's 135 Canadian gift card to purchase whatever it is that you want. So that's awesome. You also get $50 in bonus business tools, the catalogs, the order forms, that kind of stuff. And then your website free for 2 months. So you won't have to worry about your website free. So that counts for January, February until March. And then when you sell $600, just like Lisa said, then the website fee is waived, normally $15. But that's kind of all of that. I'm trying to make sure that I covered everything with the starter kit. Honestly, to be able to start your business for $295 or 395 Canadian, and to have the potential of what this business has, it's just incredible. And the fact that you also get to utilize everything in that kit, it's not just $100 towards nothing. You get so much back in value, is amazing. And then us here on this team, if you are joining this team, we have a incredible community here. We really are such like a sisterhood. Everyone helps each other. Tons and tons of resources. We're constantly like changing things up if we're realizing they're not working, because our business does move so incredibly fast. We are only a 4-year-old company, which is kind of insane. And we're expected to grow by thousands and thousands of reps this year. So jump in. I say jump in now in January. I know a lot of girls that jumped in before all the craziness in 2020 and are so happy they did. No, you do not. So a few of the questions, you do not have to sell $600 a month. That is just to get your website fee waived. So they have a few benchmarks worked into the monthly minimums so that it benefits you, right? So if you sell $200 a month, then you make commissions. At $600, you get a free website. At $1,000, you get an 8% bonus on your commission. So they're constantly rewarding you for working your business, and you will see that, right? So I think that is it. Okay. So I think that's it. If you guys have any more questions, contact whoever added you. Once again, this is recorded. We can send it to you if you want to rewatch it. If you have more questions, reach out to the person that added you. I think that's it. I'll quit repeating myself. All right, you guys have a good night.